everything set now as the cameramen get the heck out of there. And the game is on, and it's Kilkenny first to break away. Chunky O'Brien, but Iggy Clark intercepts over this side of the field now. This is Frank Cummins for Kilkenny. John Connolly tapping down nicely. Up towards Marty Barrett, but lovely fielding there by Brian Cody into Pat Henderson. And this is Eddie Kerr coming nipping out. Trying to get it across to Mick Crotty. Referee penalising Kilkenny for a bit of holding there. Eddie doesn't quite know what it's all about, but the referee was right beside the play and had no doubt whatsoever. On the 50-yard line, Sean Silk. Oh, a lovely ball. And Noel Skean under pressure in his own goal, but the referee has penalised. Referee has blown his whistle and has penalised somebody. I think it is Kilkenny for one of the Galway men being inside the small square and when the ball was coming in there. And that's Sean O'Connor, the referee, calling for the ball. He's having some kind of a conversation there with Noel as they wait, but now the referee goes 100 an hour out the field as Noel Skean places the ball for the free. This is Billy Fitzpatrick up towards Eddie Kerr and Niall McInerney. And Eddie Kerr blocking that one down. The hand pass to Kieran Purcell. Iggy Jones is... Yes, Iggy Clark is in there after him, but he gets the ball back now to Sean Silk. Sean Silk out to John Connolly. And John recovering well there. Over the line ball for Kilkenny. Marty Barrett nearly had a hairline fracture somewhere else the way he slipped on the concrete down there. Tom McCormack to take the line ball. Oh, very, very short one. Took quite a divot. Nicely passed back by Frank Cummins to Tom McCormack. And going harmlessly over the end line and wide. No score. Almost 3 minutes gone. Michael Conneely with the puck up. High one. And it has gone off the Kilkenny man, says the linesman, and it is a live ball for Galway, just about 60 yards out from the Kilkenny goal. John Connolly to take. Not quite what he intended. This is Pat Lawler. Sean Silk. John Connolly under with Frank Cummins. Cummins getting his stick to it, Billy Fitzpatrick. Mick Crotty. Referee penalising Sean Murphy for holding on to Mick Crotty when he was in possession, and there is a free to Kilkenny, dead straight in front of the goal, about 60 yards out, and Liam Chunky O'Brien to take it. It's high and it's over the bar, the first score of the game. Chunky O'Brien, Liam O'Brien, the centre field man, the scorer of that one, and almost 4 minutes gone in this first half as Kilkenny lead by 1 point to no score. A good long puck out, dropping inside the 50. P.J. Qualter with it now. And P.J. Qualter is fouled. No. He has scored and all the rest, and now the umpire is waving his flag, but the referee had blown his whistle, a good 4 or 5 seconds before P.J. Qualter, who was held there before P.J. took the shot, and now it's a free. Jerry Coon to take it. No mistake about it this time. There's the equalizer. Chunky O'Brien from 70 yards out. And Eddie Kerr pulling on it with Niall McInerney. Eddie getting the better of that one, and he hasn't been winning all the battles up to now by any means. And he's a little bit annoyed with the angle with which that pass came into him. Michael Keneally showing the ball that he has it ready to puck out. Those pucks out are getting shorter and shorter, but they're added to by P.J. Malloy. Ball gone into the goal mouth, and again it's Noel Skeen coming out to clear this time. Billy Fitzpatrick and John Connolly going for it together. John Connolly doesn't quite keep it in play. Line ball for Kilkenny, just on their own 70-yard line. That's Tom McCormack, the left half back, who's come over to take it. Kieran Purcell. Michael Brennan going through with the shot now. And oh, a great save! Oh, a great save by Michael Keneally. Oh, what a brilliant, brilliant save it was. It is a 70, but here's the shot again. Look how he got to it. Deflected it out and lifted himself right off the ground in doing it. What a save! And I think everybody in the place would go in and pat him on the back the way he saved that one. A 70, it was deflected over the end line, but by heavens, what a save. Pat Henderson coming up to take it on the 70-yard line. High and straight over the bar. A point for Kilkenny, a point for Pat Henderson to make it Kilkenny 3 points, Galway 2, and almost 15 minutes gone in the first half. Michael Keneally. Oh dear, that's a very, very bad puck out indeed. Comes out this side of the field, luckily for him, to Joe McDonough. Kilkenny men watching the short passes of the Galway men. Kieran Purcell penalised for holding onto the ball too long, turning round and round with it. And there's a free in to be taken by Jerry Coon. Jerry with the wide stance. Christy O'Connor Jr. wouldn't take better. A high one, and it's straight over the bar, and they're level again. The break of the dropping ball goes to Tom McCormack. Up at Eddie Kerr and Neil McInerney. Eddie getting it into the centre, but it's Sean Silk. This is Pat Henderson. Frank Cummins. Galway may have exploited the hand pass against Cork, but Kilkenny are doing it today. Kieran Purcell again trying to grab a ball there, but can't. And that was an unnecessary type of trip there by Kieran Purcell. And personal foul, how are you? That is a free for Galway from their own 50-yard line. Sean Silk to take it. And what a belt on that ball. P.J. Qualter gets it into his hand. Across to Frank Burke in front of the goal. Frank is shot. The goal! A goal! There it is. There's the man, and let's see how he did it. Here's the ball. A crack. A shot. And into the back of the net. Trying to open up a movement there, can't quite get it where he wants it. It goes out to Chunky O'Brien. And Chunky not going too far with his soloing today. It doesn't pay too much. And a high ball got up there by Michael Brennan and sent over the bar for a point for Kilkenny. Michael Brennan, who was moved out to right half forward, snapping it up and sending it over, making the score now. Galway 1 goal and 3 points. Kilkenny 4 points. 22 minutes or so gone in the first half. Billy Fitzpatrick, the captain of the team, one of the 21-year-olds on it. Getting it in, and a shot that's gone over the bar. A point by Michael Crotty. A point by Mick Crotty, moved in, as I say, to right corner forward. No dilly-dallying, no time for any elaboration here today. You get the ball, you hit the ball. Galway lead 1-3 to Kilkenny's 5 points. little bit of a mix-up there. Frank Burke running into one of the Kilkenny men, a little bit accidentally, I would say. Pat Henderson. And a lovely bit of bringing down there by Eddie Kerr, and here he goes right through. He tapped it over to the wing, and it's a shot, but it's saved. Michael Connelly. Now Liam O'Brien in the sandwich. And here he is, Michael Connelly, the man who's certainly doing his stuff for Galway today. And Eddie Kerr coming out now to take this free, and if he gets this, this will be his first score of the game. Just inside the 50-yard line, about 45 yards up. And it's over the bar, and Eddie Kerr point, making the score now level. Niall McInerney, Jerry Coon, first timing it, but belting it out over the sideline. We're very near the half-time whistle now. Referee looking very, very carefully at his watch now. I wouldn't be surprised when Brian Cody takes this puck that, no, he still has a few seconds. No, there it goes. Yes, there it goes. The half-time whistle. And so, at half-time, Kilkenny lead with the score. Kilkenny 9 points. Galway 1 goal and 3. Certainly a game that has lived up to its promise. All set now for the start of the second half, and the slightish breeze favouring Kilkenny in the second half, and it is just a slightish breeze. The keenness on those men's faces now as they await the referees throwing in of the ball. Sean Murphy on the right, behind him John Connolly. On the left is Chunky O'Brien, and behind him Frank Cummins. And it's Galway away at the start. This is Michael Connolly. And it's a high ball, but it's a wide one from about 60 yards up. 9 points to 6. Kilkenny leading. Noel Skeen with the puck out for Kilkenny. Bit of stalemate there. Iggy Clark. Iggy Clark again now. Chunky O'Brien. McBrennan. And Kieran Purcell's caught this one all right. The shot blocked down, out to Eddie Kerr, his shot blocked down. And his eventual shot is a wide. And some of the Niall McInerney out there urging the Galway men to get with it. He was about 20 yards from the Galway goal, and the crowd seemed to have taken up his urgings, because the crowd are urging Galway to do just about the same thing, but it's Kilkenny who are reacting. PJ Lally fouled for tapping there on Mick Crowder, penalised for tapping there on Mick Crotty, and it is a free to be taken by Eddie Kerr. And he sends it over the bar. Another point for Kilkenny, another point for Eddie Kerr. That's Eddie's 4th point of the game. Kilkenny 10 points, Galway 1 goal and 3. Iggy Clark. Oh, lovely fielding there by Brian Cody. What a wonderful young hurler he is. And here comes Michael Crotty now. And this is Eddie Kerr, and that's the goal. Trotty takes another shot and it's over the bar for another point. And all this with less than 4 minutes gone in the second half. There is Mick Trotty, who sent that one over to make it 111 to 1-3. Oh, Galway need a goal, but badly, to keep this game alive. Brian Cody, one of the greats of Kilkenny today. Nicely beaten there by P.J. Malloy. On the 14 now, the referee has blown his whistle. Noel Skeen diving in a Mark Spitz-like manner, not quite getting to the ball, but it was all unnecessary because there's a free for Galway, 21 yards out, dead straight in front of the goal. Jerry Coon to take it, and is he going to have a go for a goal? He bends, he lifts, he doesn't, he taps it over the bar. A point, Jerry Coon, number 10, the scorer, and that makes the score now 14 points to 7, double scores, 111 to 1-4. 5 minutes gone in this second half. P.J. Malloy. Pat Henderson back to cut it off. Jerry Coon in after him. And this is Frank Burke now. He's hooped. And Van Larkin with a great clearance. What a clearance. And Kieran Purcell back to Eddie Kerr. Eddie not expecting it. Michael Brennan not expecting it. Eddie out to Pat Delaney. Pat Delaney is shot and it's over the bar. Kilkenny combining now with these short telling passes. The ball going a short distance but going exactly where it should. Kilkenny 1 goal and 12 points. Galway 1 goal and 4. 6 minutes gone, second half. Pat Lally. P.J. Malloy, a real lively force in the Galway attack in towards P.J. Qualter. Ball comes back out to Pádraig Fahey, scooped out to the far side there. P.J. Qualter pulls on it, but no, out it comes now to John Connolly. John shot a hopping, dangerous ball. Qualter takes a shot and it's a goal! It's a goal! It's a goal, P.J. Qualter. P.J. Qualter was the one who finished it. Here it comes in from John Connolly. Goes up in the air. P.J. Qualter goes up for it, taps it down, and it's in the net. Pat Henderson. And Kieran Purcell keeps it in play. John Silk is fouled, and there's a free out for Galway. Tapping down like that is illegal. Niall McInerney urging the Galway players to keep up the field as he takes this free. And this time it's Pat Lawler beating P.J. Malloy. Michael Brennan. Iggy Clark. Pat Lawler. Kieran Purcell. Mick Trotty trying to get it in. Pat Lally trying to get it out. Eddie Kerr getting it into his hand. Here comes Sean Silk. Galway aren't licked yet, as they say. And Sean Silk on soloing way up the field. 3 Kilkenny men. 4. Make it 5. And then 5th is Pat Henderson. Up to John Connolly. John Connolly 30 yards out. It's high. And it's gone over the bar. John Connolly going through with that one, and what a wonderful move it was. This is Tom McCormack. And the ball getting at the end line now. This is Mick Trotty trying to get through. There's a penalty. There's a penalty. And all the rest, but it's a penalty, a free against Galway for a foul on the in possession Mick Trotty, and Eddie Kerr is going to take it. Michael Conhaley stopped 2 of these against Cork. Can he do it again? There he is. There are two other men in there with him. Joe Clark and Niall McInerney. There is Eddie Kerr. There's the goalkeeper. There's his shot, and it's gone way up over the bar. I don't think Eddie intended that. I think the ball got away from him as he lifted it, and he had to go after it and tap it over the bar, making it 17 points for Kilkenny, 11 for Galway. That's 114 to 2-5 in favour of Kilkenny. Frankfurt leaving that one behind him, and you don't leave anything behind you with Chunky O'Brien around. And with Frank Cummins to help him, well, just look what happened. But it's Galway who come out. No, they don't yet. It's Kilkenny on top now as Eddie Kerr sends one in, a hopping, dangerous ball, and it's saved by Michael Fanelli. And it's grabbed in the air there by John Connolly. Out now to Iggy Clark. And once again, the whipper-up comes from every table, Chunky O'Brien. And now it's Mick Crotty. Mick Brennan. Nicely blocked by Sean Silk, but Mick Brennan, oh, a lovely kick ball there. He's a footballer as well as a hurler, and he can prove it. That makes it 18 points to 11. The score of that one, Mick Brennan. Mick Crotty lost a boot and a shin guard, I think, as he was going through. He certainly lost a boot. He's replacing that now as the ball comes downfield. Big Pat. Joe McDonough. Frank Burke. John Connolly running into it, getting it out to the wing to an unexpecting and unsuspecting P.J. Malloy, but he's got to it and he's bringing it in. And Olstein saving a bullet there, as he's quite capable of doing. Short pass to Pat Lawler. Niall McInerney. And Frank Burke with the ball now. Up to P.J. Malloy. P.J. into P.J. Qualter. The referee has blown his whistle and awards a free for a foul on P.J. Qualter and a free to Galway, 21-yard line and about 10 yards to the right of the goal on our left. Jerry Coon to take it. What would you do at this stage? Jerry is content to tap it over the bar to narrow the gap gradually. Our stopwatch says 14 minutes gone, second half. That's Jerry Coon, the scorer, and the scoreboard says 1 goal and 15 points for Kilkenny, 2 goals and 6 points for Galway, or 18 points to 12. Purcell. And this is Pat Delaney with the ball. He takes his shot, and the goalkeeper's got it out. He's got it out. And here's it out to free. It doesn't matter what happens now. It's another penalty. Eddie Kerr sent that one in, but there was another penalty. What a save that was. And here it is. It's very near the end line. It's scooped out, and now Eddie Kerr just going to take the free. Standing over the ball. Here it comes. This time it's down. It's a goal. 4 minutes left in the game. 4 minutes between Kilkenny and their 20th All-Ireland title. And that's the way it looks right now. Mick Crotty now. High one, and it looks even more like it now as Mick sends that one over to make it now 27 points to 15. That is 2 goals and 21 points for Kilkenny, 2 goals and 9 points for Galway. turning so many dangerous situations for them into dangerous situations for Galway. And the fire and bite has gone out of this final. Grealish. PJ Quilter, but he's all alone in there. No use in tapping the ball down because there's no incoming half forward. Jerry Coon, another point. And between Jerry Coon on one wing and PJ Malloy on the other, nobody can say that Galway went down without trying for all they were worth. Kilkenny 221, Galway 210. 27-16, 3 minutes left in the game. The puck out comes to Frank Commons, who's all alone. His shot almost deflected, but not quite, by Pat Delaney and wide. And now people are just going through the motions because there is no way that Galway can pull this one out of the fire. And I think even here's Billy Fitzpatrick coming up now. I was going to say even the strongest Kilkenny supporter would say that Kilkenny are a little bit flattered by that tremendous lead of 27 points to 16. Galway, who have played their absolute hearts out in this game, they had a grip of it at one stage, but they let that grip go. A little bit of the magic bottle for Kilkenny as Eddie Kerr sends over the bar for another point to make it 28 points to 16. That is 2 goals and 22 points for Kilkenny, 2 goals and 10 points for Galway. And Eddie Kerr's total is now 2 goals and 7 points. Pat Henderson, one of the great steady men of Kilkenny for so often. This time he wanted to be too sure. He held on too long. About 2 minutes left in the game as John Connolly gets ready to take this shot. Inside the opposing 70, lobbing it, and who's there but one Pat Henderson. And what a day for the Henderson. Pat getting an All-Ireland senior medal and young John getting an All-Ireland minor medal. Niall McInerney. Iggy Clark. Frank Burke. Mick Grealish. John Connolly. PJ or Porrick Batty. Oh, Porrick across to the far wing to Mick Connolly. No, it just won't go in there. PJ Malloy tapped it is going through, and there is a free for Galway, 21-yard line, and about 15 to 20 yards to the right of the goal down on the left. And John Connolly is going over to take it. We're in the dying moments, and I do mean dying moments, of this All-Ireland final. John Connolly. Will John try a blasting shot? Up he comes, he's going to do that. Low and hard and wide as it is. So John, who has served Galway so well, ends up this All-Ireland final with a shot that was not so good. And Mick Lanigan and Johnny McGovern and the Kilkenny mentors delighted with what they see and what they hear, because there goes the full-time whistle. And Kilkenny have won the All-Ireland final, have won their 20th All-Ireland title.